Hi, this is the Module 3 discussion board for Chapter 1 of the new Art and Science of Teaching. So in the reading, we found that students need to have a clear understanding of the goals that a teacher has for them. Marzano provided 3 elements for us to look at that are important to creating learning goals and communicating them to the students. Element 1 involves using scales and suggests that we should use scales more often than rubrics, which is what we've been using a lot in years past. But rubrics typically center around one task. Scales are much broader, and they take a student from knowledge base of the material, and they provide a progression for them to actually use the knowledge. Marzano suggests that we use a 4.0 proficiency scale. Teachers begin by identifying the 3.0 proficiency learning target and then identifying what would be simpler for the 2.0 and more complex for the 4.0. Each goal should be communicated clearly to our students, and then the students should be able to collaborate and put learning targets into their own words. This allows them to have clear understanding of those learning targets, and then they're able to set their own goals for mastery. And they begin to own their goals and are able to refer to them as I can statements. Building level administrators should be able to walk into a classroom at any time, say, hey, what are you learning? And they should be able to identify their learning target and state it in an I can statement and tell you where they are on that scale. Element 2 involves tracking student progress, and this should be done by the teacher and the student. Scales allow our students to track their own progress and see what they need to do to move up to the next level. They're able to really take ownership of their learning, which intrinsically motivates them. Formative assessments help teachers to monitor the progress of each student and then make discussions as they're going through and designing instruction. Students are able to move at their own pace. They can see their progress on the scale, and teachers have typically used obtrusive paper assessments, but there are also unobtrusive assessments where they can observe the students and assess them and their progress through that observation, or they may allow the students to create student-driven assessments where the student chooses how they will show that they've mastered the material themselves. Element 3 includes celebrating every student's successes, and this could be publicly or privately, but it allows the students to have recognition for their status. So the teacher can recognize the student's scale of achievement and or their growth. And this builds a sense of pride and challenges our students to strive for higher achievement because they're excited to be celebrated. So clear learning goals should be established by the district in partnership with teachers. There is way more standards out there than could ever be taught. So there's a need for our districts to take the lead and create learning targets with scales of proficiency. Teachers and students will then be able to succeed and student achievement will increase.